Today, what we're going to do is a meditation practice that I like to call breath tracing. And what breath tracing is a gentle breathwork practice that I learned from Dan Breuil. Now, Dan Breuil is known as the Bruce Lee of breathwork because he teaches all these different types of breath patterns. But one pattern that I like in particular is what he calls breath tracing. And this is something I learned from his course about 2 years ago. I bought his digital course and it's an amazing course. A lot of theory, a lot of different practices, but this is probably my favorite practice. And what breath tracing is when you actually do it, you actually get into a nice, gentle, peaceful, flow like rhythm with your breath to the point where you could actually feel everything around you. And then when you actually open your eyes and look out into the world, you can actually start to see the pulsing, the life of every object. It gets to the point where it's almost as if you're on like a mini psychedelic trip to where you actually like this blanket here. It actually seems like the blanket is alive. Now, it takes some time to get used to, but I'm pretty sure if you choose right now to do it, you could get into rhythm. So, whatever it is you're watching me on, place your phone, your laptop, your tablet, place it somewhere where you can see me, and please follow along. Now, the instructions is what we're going to be doing is a rhythmic breathing pattern, which is basically what I'm going to be guiding you, which is going to be in for 4, out for 4. And you're going to focus on 9 different points of contact, one at a time. Now, the 9 points of contact will be the tip of the nose, the bridge of the nose, top of the head, throat, clavicle, chest, rib cage, upper stomach area, and then finally the lower stomach and pelvis area. And I'm going to be guiding you. I'm going to be telling you to focus on a point, and then I'm going to be guiding you through the rhythm breathing. And we'll probably do 3 to 4 breaths on each spot. But after we do the 3 to 4 breaths on each spot, we're going to release the breath, release the control of the breath, and just observe the spot. So it might sound a little complicated, but trust me, it's pretty freaking easy. And you're going to really, really enjoy this. All right. So, first thing you're going to do, just allow your eyes to close. With your eyes closed, all I want you to do right now is just notice how you're feeling. And I'll actually ask you the question, how are you feeling? And this question alone is actually a very, very deep question. How are you feeling right now? Now, by me asking you this question, a word may pop up. The word may be good, bad, tense, tired, confused, or maybe you might even answer it, I don't know how I'm feeling. But then the next question goes even a layer deeper. And that question is, how do you know? How do you know you're feeling what you're feeling? So even if you answered, I don't know how I'm feeling, how do you know? If you answered good, happy, tired, how do you know you're feeling that? And if you look deep enough, even if you said, I don't know, there's a sensation that happened in the body when I asked you that question. So if you said, I don't know, maybe you felt a little tension in your head because you were searching. But just notice whatever it is you're feeling, it's happening in the body. And just observe it, experience it fully. And as you do, what I want you to do now is notice the sounds you hear in the environment. And notice, in order for you to hear the sound, the vibration, the sound wave actually has to touch your eardrums. So what I want you to do right now is pay attention so closely to the sounds to where you actually feel it pass through you. And allow each sound you hear right now, even if it's the sound of my voice, to vibrate through your entire body. Feel it all the way down to the tips of your toes. Allow the sound to travel right through you and soothe your nervous system. That's right. Allow your neck to get nice and long. Dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Allow your chest to open. Your stomach to soften. And from here, consciously choose to bring your awareness to your breath. And as of right now, all I want you to do is notice how you're breathing and realize there's no right or wrong answer here. There's no right or wrong way to breathe. You could be breathing in through your mouth, out your mouth, nose. You could be breathing deep or shallow. All I want you to do right now is do your best to notice how you're breathing. That's right. And right now, make a conscious choice to start to deepen your breath just a little bit, maybe by 2 or 3%. And as you do, notice the shift that you're beginning to feel. Notice how more in tune you're starting to become with your body. And if you feel like that isn't happening, that's perfectly okay. Just notice what you notice. Again, realize there's no right or wrong way to do this. And with your eyes still closed, what I want you to do now is begin to notice the pixels of light behind your eyelids. And as you do, you may begin to become aware that your eyes begin to flutter. Now, if that isn't happening, again, perfectly okay. Just notice what you notice behind your eyelids. And when you're ready, what I want you to do is open your eyes and just look out into the room real quick. Notice your surroundings. And as you look out into the room, I want you to notice how much open space there actually is in the room that you're currently in. Yes, even if your room is cluttered, notice how there's more empty space in the room than clutter. And just by noticing the open space, the empty space, you begin to feel your body let go and release any type of tension it has in the body. And from here, you could gently bring your awareness back to me. And what I want you to do is now place your attention on the tip of your nose. Pay attention to the tip of your nose and your nostrils. And what I want you to do now is follow the count. We're going to be breathing in for 4 and out for 4. Starting now. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. And now from here, close your eyes, drop the count, and just notice the breath at the tip of your nose. Notice how the body naturally wants to breathe now without you trying to control it. Again, completely focusing on the tip of your nose. Focusing on the open space inside your nostrils. And allowing yourself to relax more and more. That's right. Realize that the body already knows how to breathe. And from here, open your eyes and let's go to the bridge of the nose. Same thing, focusing on the bridge of the nose, and we're going to breathe in the rhythm. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. And drop the count. Allow your eyes to close again. And focus on the bridge of the nose and how the body naturally wants to breathe. And just observe the breath. Realize that breath is happening all on its own, and that you don't have to get entangled with it, and you could just allow it to happen. All you have to do is observe and experience. And from here, you could open your eyes. All right, let's focus in on the skull. Same thing, while focusing on the skull, we're going to breathe in the rhythm. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and allow your eyes to close and just observe the breath right in the skull. And if you pay attention close enough, you can almost feel your skull pulsating. Feel the energy being generated in your skull, in your brain. And just allow it to happen. Do your best now to just be the observer, the experiencer. Realize that this is easy and natural. And again, notice the shift that's beginning to happen. Notice how you're starting to get in tune with the body, get in rhythm with the body. All right, from here, open your eyes and let's focus on the throat area. So again, we're going to go into rhythm. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and allow your eyes to close and just focus on the throat area. Again, just allowing breath to happen. Getting comfortable, just becoming the observer. Allowing things to be as it is. Not getting entangled with anything. Not getting attached to anything. Just allowing life to take place. All right, from here, open your eyes. Focus on the clavicle area right here. And let's get into rhythm again. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and allow your eyes to close and focus on that clavicle area, observing how breath is taking place. Noticing the space around the clavicle beginning to open up, any tension being released. Realize the body intuitively knows how to heal all on its own. We don't have to do anything. This is what the Buddhists and Zen masters call the act of non-doing. Just observing and allowing it to be effortless. Allowing yourself to get into flow with life. All right, from here, let's open our eyes again. Focus on the middle of the chest. And let's get into rhythm. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. And allow your eyes to close and just observe and experience what's happening in the middle of your chest. Allowing any space to open up, allowing any tension to dissolve, and doing your best right now to not block the flow of what your body is doing. Just feeling and experiencing everything. And sometimes while doing this, people might begin to experience very, very strong emotions, particularly in the chest area, the heart area. And all I want you to do is just allow it. Experience it. Don't feel like you have to get caught up with it, entangled with it. Just be the observer, because realize that you are not your emotions. Because oftentimes when people start to experience very, very strong emotions, they either try to run away from it or they allow themselves to be controlled by it. But there's a third option, which is this. We could just observe and experience it. So continue to observe, continue to feel, continue to experience. And even if there's strong emotions here that may be perceived by your ego as negative, you could still experience it in a peaceful way. Because realize the real you is the observer, is consciousness, is energy. And that part of you is untouched. Metaphorically speaking, the real you is the sky, open, expanding, infinite. And the emotions are just a storm or a cloud that's passing on through. But realize that the storm is not the sky. The clouds are not the sky. They just pass on through. And it's the same thing with you, the real you, which is consciousness, energy, a soul, is untouched. You're just the experiencer. And just sit with it and be with it. All right, from here, open your eyes. And I know I spent a little extra time in this area because this area is a little bit sensitive for a lot of people. But let's move on to the rib cage, a little bit lower. Focus on that area. And let's breathe in the rhythm. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and allow your eyes to close and just notice the breath in that area. And hopefully by now it's getting easier and easier to just observe, to just watch, to just experience, to not interfere, to not get entangled, to not get attached. Because when we live like this, life actually begins to be very, very joyful, very effortless. And you begin to live from intuition. It's almost as if you always do the right thing that the moment calls for. You're just in flow. All right, open your eyes. All right, let's focus on the upper stomach area right below the rib cage. And let's breathe in the rhythm. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and allow your eyes to close and just notice. Just feel and experience. Allowing that stomach area to just soften. Give yourself permission right now to let go. Give yourself permission to stop trying to control and grip. And trust that your body and soul already knows what to do. It already knows how to be. It already knows how to heal. Again, just allow it to soften. We often hold a lot of tension in that stomach area. Whether it's because of society standards, meaning society's telling us to pull our stomachs in, pull our guts in, because we have to look good, we have to look a certain way. But right now, give yourself permission to just be, to drop the masks that you often wear in your day-to-day life. Whether it's the professional mask, the parent mask that you have to wear where you have to discipline your child and you have to act a certain way. Whether it's your social mask when you go out with your friends and you have to be a way that they expect you to be. Or maybe even your political mask where you have to have a certain opinion just to fit in with the tribe or group of people you often hang out with. Do your best right now to just drop it. Because oftentimes when we do that, meaning when we put on the mask, We often tense our stomach. We resist our gut. We resist the truth of who we are and instead play a character. And oftentimes that often gets stored right there in the stomach every time we put on that mask and play a character and resist what it is we actually are, which is energy, source, soul, life force, infinite love, expanding energy, and connected to all. But again, oftentimes when we put this mask on, we often condense our energy to try to fit in with a particular group. And usually, the stomach is where we store that, where we condense that energy. But right now, we're choosing to expand, choosing to soften, choosing to open. Choosing to reach down into the depths of our being. Even if it's just a little bit. Just soften and let go. Realize you're okay. You're always okay. And you will always be okay. The true you is untouched. The true you is enough. It's always enough. It's always been enough. And it always will be enough. Even if you've forgotten. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And let's move to the final spot, which is below the belly button and the pelvic area. Feel into it. And let's breathe in a rhythm. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4. And allow your eyes to close and observe and feel that pelvic area. And this is a spot we'll spend a little bit more time on again, because for a lot of us, we may hold some guilt or shame there. This is usually the area where our creativity is, where we hold our sexuality. And for a lot of people that I work with, they've been shamed sexually. And when that happens, the area in the pelvis starts to get very, very tense. We unconsciously clench that area. So right now, what I want you to do is really, really feel into it. See what's there. See what wants to be experienced. See if there's anything that you've buried down there. Whether it's past dreams, hurt relationships, or even just resistance of yourself, of your true nature. See what's there. See what wants to be experienced. and allow it to be seen right now by you. And all you have to do is observe and experience it. And just by observing and experience it, that area could begin to soften. You could stop clenching. You could allow that area to open. Allow that area to soften. And allow whatever energy is down there to begin to flow. And when I say the word allow, that means just observe. Don't resist. Stay open. Don't get entangled with it. Don't get caught up with it. Just be okay and feel. And even if it's painful, realize how you could be at peace with the pain because you aren't the pain. You aren't the shame. You aren't the guilt. You are the observer of the pain, shame, or guilt. And understanding this and realizing this and experiencing this, you could allow that energy to come up, pass right on through, and release it. And what I want you to do with your eyes still closed is to start to gently place a little bit of a smile on your face. But when you smile, I want you to feel like the whole entire body is smiling. So literally feel like your feet, your shins, your calves, your knees, your thighs, it's all being lifted. Like everything is just smiling, just floating. And just feel a sense of gratitude in the whole entire body. Breathe it in and realize there's nothing that you have to think about to be grateful. You could just choose to feel it because your natural state is gratitude. Your natural state is love. Your natural state is creativity. Your natural state is inspiration. Your natural state is motivation. Your natural state is abundance. Your natural state is energy. This is your natural state. And the only reason we don't get to experience it is because we choose to block it. We choose to block the flow. But right now, we're choosing to stay open so we can experience it. And when you're ready, you can begin come back to the room and open your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths with me. Really feel each breath. Let's go one more. And that's it. So it was a bit of a long meditation, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'm pretty sure if you stuck around this long, you got something out of it. But I'm curious what you feel and how you liked it. And please, as always, leave any type of feedback in the comments. And I hope to see you soon. Peace.